Why do my colors make mud? Hi, I'm Candace, the artist behind Northernly Lit Artistry, where I illuminate the beauty of the Canadian wilderness through fine art. Today we're going to be talking about color bias and why it's so important. So first off, what is a color bias? Well, it's the secondary color in your paint. It's either going to be red, yellow, or blue. Every color has a color bias. It's like the little secret. That's why when you were in elementary school and you were trying to mix purple, it didn't turn out nicely. It's not that red and blue don't make purple. It has to be the right red and blue. So, how do you find your color bias? Experimentation is the easiest way to do it. So, let's see if we can find our color biases. Over here we have lemon yellow and we have cadmium yellow. When you look at the two of them side by side, one looks warmer and one looks cooler. Cadmium yellow has a red bias. Lemon yellow has a blue bias. When we're looking at reds, this is cadmium red, this is Alizarin Crimson. Crimson has a blue bias, where cad red has a yellow bias. For the blues, Cerulean Blue has a yellow bias, where Ultramarine Blue has a red bias. What do you do with those dark colors out of the tube that you just can't tell? For instance, with the crimson red and the ultramarine blue. Straight out of the tube, it can be a little difficult to tell, so what do? You break out your titanium white and you mix them together. These here all have titanium white in them, so it's a little bit easier to tell. This ultramarine, it definitely has a red color bias. It looks pretty purple compared to the cerulean blue. Same with the reds. Our cad red looks a lot more orange than our crimson does. Also with the cad yellow and the lemon yellow, that one's really easy to tell which one looks warm and which one looks cool. So why is it so important? Well, for instance, if you want to make a purple that was really bright and vibrant, we want to make sure we've only got 2 primary colors in there. Because what happens when you have 3 primary colors? You get mud. So chances are your school reds had a yellow bias, and when you mixed it with the blue that had a yellow bias, you end up with 3 primary colors. The red and yellow, and then the blue and yellow. That's why you made mud. So if we're trying to mix a nice bright purple, we're going to need a red that has a blue bias, and we're going to need a blue that has a red bias. That way we've only got red and blue, and we'll have a nice purple. Same goes with yellows. If you want to make a nice spring green, you want to use a yellow with a blue bias and a blue with a yellow bias. Also, when you're making orange, you only want red and yellow in those colors. So we're going to mix a yellow that has a red bias and a red that has a yellow bias. So now that we've determined our color biases, in the next video I'll show you how to mix the colors. That's all for now. If you like this video, be sure to click like and subscribe. I'll have links in the description below for the list of paints that I used. You can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google+, or you can visit my website at www.northernlylиtartistry.com. And we'll see you next time.